Hey, this is Raven, and thanks for listening to the Gimme a Whole Yeah Wrestling Podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Gimme a Whole Yeah Wrestling Podcast. My name is Ant, and I'm joined today by...
Hello. Thank you for having me on. We're going to be watching WCW Nitro September 4th, 1995 for the 25-year anniversary of the Monday Night Wars. I've got a DVD here.
Indeed we are, dude. This is Coby Talks About Wrestling. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. Quite often when I do my reviews, I'm able to watch his videos because they're out well before mine. And they're like 3 minutes long and perfect and short and sweet. So go check him out. Send him some love. He's doing really well. He's doing some good stuff. You've got your DVD?
Yeah, as a prop.
Coby's got a well-professional setup. His lighting's looking spot on. He's put a sheet up behind him and I've done nothing.
You got your fridge?
I got my fridge, mate. I got my fridge and my exercise bike that doesn't get used as much as it should do. So, if you've joined us before in the watch-alongs, what we're going to do, we're going to chat to you guys for half an hour. And then about the half an hour mark, but Jack will put timestamps in the comments down below. We're going to start playing the very first episode of WCW Monday Nitro, which is on the WWE Network. I assume you can find it via other means as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So, tell us a bit about your channel, Coby.
Well, I do wrestling videos. That's my number one love of the world, is wrestling. Loved it since I was very young. In 2007, I started watching. And so basically, I do videos about wrestling, reviews of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, with pay-per-view reviews. And they're only short, they're about 5 minutes long, so they're an easy watch. And they're right after the show, but I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing that. With our school and stuff coming back, returning to normal. But I'm going to try and find a way out to do like the main shows.
Good for you, mate. We've got some people in chat, so I'm going to say hello to everyone. Hello, Gregory Jackson. Thank you for staying with us, mate. Hello, Jared. Jared's got a funny story. Jared, right in chat, mate. I want to hear it. Gregory says Nitro was on Sky Bravo from the beginning, wasn't it? I didn't have till 2000 and can't remember it on normal TV. I believe in the UK, because I don't know what it was on in America, but in the UK it was actually on Cartoon Network. After Cartoon Network had finished showing shows, it'd actually go on after that. I don't know if that was at the start or not, but I was talking to Viking Size Gamer the other day, who's a dude who actually was into wrestling because of WCW and Nitro.
Yeah, very cool interview.
Yeah, cheers, dude. Yeah, no, it was a good laugh. Right, Gregory said, I got into the NWA WCW through early hours on morning on ITV in the late 80s. Only one problem with that was about 6 months out of when the date was shown. Was it really that far out? Wow. But I suppose you didn't have the internet like you did back then, you know what I mean? You didn't have all the spoilers and stuff and you could just enjoy the show.
Yeah.
So Coby, you weren't even born when this first Nitro was shown, man. But I guess you've seen it before, and you guess you've seen a couple of them before.
Yeah, I haven't really watched a lot of Nitro. I've watched the Sting and NWO story when he was in the rafters for like 18 months. Seen the first couple of episodes of Nitro, but I've rarely watched the Attitude Era. I'm currently watching the Attitude Era right now.
Oh, yeah, right, cool.
SummerSlam 1998 I'm on right now.
Nice.
So I've been watching throughout this quarantine time.
Nice. It's awesome to hear the opinion of someone a little bit younger like yourself who... I mean, I didn't watch much WCW, to be honest. Not in the UK, because the UK was predominantly focused on WWF, you know, even during this time.
Yeah, I remember like it's massive on Sky Sports.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Saturday.
Go on, Coby.
I remember my dad said he used to watch on Tuesday night and Saturday mornings.
Nice, man. Nice. Jared said, okay, his story is, in his senior year of high school in his city of Pittsburgh, started the next day after the show. Oh, nice, man. Senior year of high school. So you're about the same age as me, I would assume. I graduated the week before the Great American Bash in 1996. Wow, going back in time there, mate. Jack says Sky Bravo was Cartoon Network as it was all owned by Ted Turner. There you go. So it was Bravo that was owned by Cartoon Network owned it. Alfie Big Mac says, what up, my friend? Nice to see you. Jared says, I always flip back and forth between USA and TNT. The Monday Night War was awesome. That's really interesting, mate. I wonder how many people are doing that nowadays on a Wednesday, Coby.
Yeah.
It seems like
I try to watch it on two devices if sometimes but it is hard to focus on one and then the other. So I don't know how they did it back then. It was interesting.
Well, that's it. People were actually just flicking between the channels going, I'm going to watch a bit of this, I'm going to watch a bit of that. But nowadays, you don't have to do that because you've got more than one TV in your house. Do you know what I mean? Or you've got an iPad or what have you.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, for me, mate, I can't watch two things at once. It just blows my mind. I'm too old.
Well, I can't have to watch it because of the review.
Yeah, of course, mate, of course. So was you doing reviews at the same time when it was NXT and AEW on the same nights?
Not at the same, not in the same video. Two separate reviews. I tried to get them really quickly. I did notes for them. Yeah, it's stress. But I'm actually happy that they're on separate nights, or they're going to be separate nights, as rumored. NXT on Tuesday and AEW on Wednesday.
Yeah, it is interesting. And sorry that there's so much AEW talk, but it's quite interesting because we're going back and watching this, which was a time when Eric Bischoff basically said, look, we can do something different to the WWF product at the time. We don't need to appeal to the kids. We need to appeal to teenagers. And in a similar sense, I suppose that's what part of what Tony Khan will be doing in AEW. So it's interesting going back 25 years and looking at the comparisons between WCW and AEW in a sense. You know what I mean? That's why the conversation's there.
Yeah, because it's so similar. At this point right now, I don't see AEW like competing with WWE right now. But in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, yeah. Because like WCW, that was like in the 80s and 70s, and then in the 90s, they started really competing. It's only got like under a million viewers right now. WWE gets about 2 million a week, so 2 million a show. So we could do something.
Well, there was actually sorry, go on.
They're not really off each other at the moment, but yeah, I can see competing soon.
Well, it's really interesting because obviously the news broke out this week about NXT potentially moving to Tuesdays. And part of that is because the demographics that AEW are getting are way better. It's in that important demographic to advertisers than even Raw a couple of weeks ago. So although Raw's getting bigger numbers, it's not hitting the right audience anymore.
Yeah, because NXT and Raw's getting like over 40s.
That's right, mate. That's right. It's all of us old hangovers from the Attitude Era. Rock and roll, we've got loads of chats, so I'll carry on reading through them. Cheers, I was 7, I feel old. You are old, Jack. Jared says, I was about to turn 19 in December 95. Nice, man. The only issue of the Monday Night War that was not cool was it was Russo, rock and roll. Yes. But Russo was still with WWF at this point and actually doing some interesting stuff. And then he went to WC. Go on, mate. No, go on.
I'll give Russo credit. Whatever he wrote, some of the stupidest things ever, but he did write characters for everyone, like a character arc for everybody on every show, on each show. Look at Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah,
he thought he was the greatest ever. That is a small character.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Russo could come back. Possibly not stupid ideas. Just bring characters back into wrestling.
Well, WWE have obviously brought Bruce Pritchard in recently. Even Eric Bischoff quite recently, as well as Paul Heyman. Obviously, they've both gone now from that position, but they were both in backstage positions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jared says, gentlemen, I am always saying put up all your shows into my group on Facebook, Movie Fans Worldwide 2.0. We talk sports, movies, wrestling, old and new, etc. Please join. Both you guys are free to join. Jared, I will take a screenshot of that and I will join you at some point. Thanks so much for that. I appreciate that, dude. Alfie Big Mac, who is your favourite wrestler who is dead, Coby?
Okay. I like a lot of them. I like Owen Hart. I like Eddie Guerrero. They'll probably might be my top two wrestlers. Cool. But I don't really want to pick a favourite because they're dead, aren't they? So
that's all good. For my favourite, I'd go Macho Man. I'm a big Macho Man fan.
Yeah.
Is that cool, Ant? Yeah, that's cool, mate. What are you asking me for? He was. Yeah. I think it's about Jared's comment. We want all... if you want to do that, Jack, you can do it. It's up to you, mate. Jared says, we want all NXT, AEW, WCW, WWE, past and present reviews of pay-per-view shows, Thunder Nitro wrestlers, past and present. Please add them to our group. Yeah, we'll have a look at that, Jared. Thanks for joining us, mate. I do appreciate it. Swerve Show's just showing up. The Heartbreak Kid.
Oh, that's me.
That's you. Yeah, HBC.
Because, yeah. We've got a funny story.
Go on.
You should put it in the chat.
All right, Swerve Show's going to put it in the chat for us. Jared says, the other big story coming out the first Nitro was Lex Luger jumping ship from WWE back to WCW. No one knew he did a show the night before and showed up on the unannounced Nitro in Minneapolis. Indeed he did. And here's another interesting thing. WWF still thought they had him under contract at the time.
Yeah.
They didn't even realise.
That's a very interesting story.
It is, mate. It is. I mean, they must have been real shocked when he showed up. And what the devil was he wearing that shirt for, Coby?
I know.
It's pretty rough. The other thing is, obviously, this is shown in the Mall of America. So that was a really interesting business move. So they had an audience. WCW wasn't pulling a massive audience at the time. Put it in the Mall of America, and you're going to get people there just by walking by. Hulk Hogan comes out, and people stay and watch.
Yeah, and it was a change of scenery from look at Raw. They were in this arena, and this is like a moving part atmosphere. People are there. A lot of people are there. I remember watching them going on the elevators.
The escalators, yeah.
There's 4 different elevators, and they're all watching.
Just checking out, hanging over.
Yeah, it was a great standout for them.
Yeah, well, they'd started building the Nitro set, but it wasn't ready by this point at the time. And other interesting things about it, the opening match was made to try and make WCW look like it was international. So obviously putting the Greater Muta in there was a way of appealing to a Japanese audience and really sort of trying to capture as big a market as they could.
Yeah, because they focused on the cruiserweight division a lot.
They did eventually, yeah, absolutely. And Brian Pillman and Great Muta, what a 2 great performers to start out your show.
Yeah, what a talent Brian Pillman and Liger is, yeah.
But obviously, most of the matches that are on here, mate, are all rematches.
Yeah.
They've all happened before, and I can watch Sting and Flair anytime go at it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hogan obviously is fighting what's his name? Bubba
basically big boss man.
Big Bubba Rogers, that's his name. Yeah, Big Boss Man from WWF. He wanted to work with someone that is known. There's a great segment in it with Pastamania where Hulk Hogan is in his awful branded Pastamania where you can get some tinned spaghetti. And did you see our new shirt on Twitter, Coby?
No, new shirt.
Yeah, we're getting a new shirt made up. It's Hulomania.
You guys have the best channel name. You can fit your name in everything.
Dude, I don't know if anyone else gets it. We love Hull and we're just throw it at stuff. I mean, I wanted our fans to be called Jinder Mahals, but they wanted Hulomaniacs, so... We are the what culture of small wrestling channels. Right, let's go through some more comments because you guys are like writing so quick. Jared says top 5 moments in Nitro history for Jared. Let's hear about these. Bret Hart showing up in WCW after Montreal 4. Goldberg beat Hogan July 1998. 40,000 in the Dome. 3. The Bret Hart Chris Benoit KC Owen Hart tribute. Rock and roll, dude. That's a lot of moments. Thanks for sharing them, my friend. Caden Lemon says hello. Hey up, Caden.
Hello.
Hello. Jack says, sorry, hello. There we go. Jack says Owen is his favourite dead wrestler. That's a good choice, mate. I'm sure that'd be many. It'd be in my top 3. You said it, didn't you? As well as Eddie Guerrero, I think, as well. Like, that's a good show. Oh, Chris Benoit as well. Chris Benoit is a great wrestler. The Swerve Show. He steals the girls from our channel. Watch out.
So basically, I went on Swerve Show live, like a SmackDown review.
Yeah.
And he had lots of girls in the chat, and they came over to my channel.
Dude, you're not stealing the ladies from my channel, all right, dude? Not until you grow some facial fluff. 2 is the Medusa throwing the belt into the trash. That's classic, mate. And I don't know why, but that moment stuck with him for a while. They're awesome moments, Jared, and I'll get to your number 1 in a bit. Jared, the Benoit versus Bret Hart tribute. Had it on VHS. Awesome. Am I well behind in chat? Yeah, I am. Alfie, Big Mac. We will see Pastamania. Pastamania is in the Mall of America, I believe, if I remember rightly. Would you put Rey Mysterio in the Hall of Fame right now, or would you wait until he's fully retired, Coby?
Probably retired. I feel like I like it when they're fully retired, then they go in.
All right. I'd put him in now because I'd worry if I was WWF that he's going to leave the company. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, like contract.
Yeah, and they end up with a situation where he's working for another company and they can't put him in. 9 people, 3 likes. Let's get it to 10. Let's get it to 10 people. Thank you so much, Swerve Show. Swerve Show does a really good show as well. Like, sell his show. You was on his show. He's a really nice person.
Yeah, he is. He's really funny.
He is funny, man. There's lots of live streams there and people hang out and go check him out, man. And he also does some great news videos. He broke the news about Kenny Omega appearing in the crowd to me and stuff like that. So go check him out. Alfie Big Mac says, Ray. Cody is the 3rd man and join the Dark Order. Welcome, Mr. Wrestling Hands. Join the Dark Order. I can't believe how many people we've got in chat to watch a show that's 25 years old, which we're going to watch in 10 minutes. So get it queued up on your network, everyone. WCW Nitro from September the 4th, 1995. Coby talks WEWA.
I don't know where that came from. Maybe it's the Twitter handle.
I think it is a Twitter handle. Altogether, it looks. Yeah, probably does, man. Coby's made a new. What is it? Logo thing.
Yeah, logo.
There we go. Triple H. Coby talks rock and roll. Jared's number 1. Are you ready to hear Jared's number 1, Coby?
Yeah.
It's Mike Awesome showing up on Nitro after leaving ECW April the 10th, 2000. The night Russo and Bischoff got along, but soon broke up their friendship. Big moment there, dude. Wrestle Story says hello. Wrestle Story are an awesome channel. Do you watch the Wrestle Story, Coby?
I try to tune in. There's a lot of videos after shows.
There certainly is, yeah. They're a father-daughter combo. They do great work, so go check them out.
Absolutely.
They're also doing the watch along with us tomorrow night, All Out, which will be fun. The Swerve Show says porn shirt named Always Hull Out. Indeed, mate. Indeed, sounds good. My joke near the top. I missed it, mate. Sorry. Tin spaghetti, which vaguely looks like wrestlers. Yeah, man. We used to have them. Do you remember them, Coby? Did you ever have them? Like
no.
Alphabetty.
Oh, the alphabet spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's still a thing.
So when I were a kid, it were like Power Rangers spaghetti and stuff like that. What were you having?
Yeah, I do remember them. Like a theme to them.
Yeah, they look nothing like the thing that they were supposed to be.
I'm sure there's like a space one, or Star Wars and Scooby Doo.
There we go, mate. There we go. Scooby-Doo and Star Wars. And they always taste like crap.
Yeah.
Yep. Gregory Jackson, welcome, mate. To me, Ray should already be in the Hall of Fame. His legend totally changed American wrestling. Indeed, he has. Probably not at Swerve. We have ladies. I haven't seen any ladies around here, Jack, to be perfectly honest, but that's rock and roll. Swerve Show does, apparently. Maybe we should go there and steal some ladies from him. Mr. Wrestling Hands, let's not forget that awesome Sid Vicious promo, because he was half the brain that we do. That mask promo is hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
The Swerve Show says, sometimes love, thank you. That's all right, mate. That's all right. It's very short. Wish Raw was. I know, right? It's 45 minutes. We're watching a 45-minute wrestling show. What's that, Coby?
But way better.
And they pack a lot of stuff in as well, man.
Yeah, like advertisements, promos, like
massive mystery guests showing up and all sorts of stuff, man. Alfie Big Mac says, Adam Cole, baby. Indeed. Mr. Wrestling Hand says, Scott Steiner's steroids era was pure chaos and funny and scary at the same time. It was. Didn't he end up looking like his brother as well? Rick Steiner. He ended up looking more like Rick Steiner than Scott Steiner. It was mad. I would watch them on the network if they were free, not giving Vince anything. Can't stand him. All right, Greg, well, I hope you can find it somewhere, mate. Remember spaghetti that looked like Captain Scarlet? You won't remember Captain Scarlet, will you, dude?
No.
No, not a clue. It's all of us old people talking rubbish again. I'm just going to make you bigger. Rock and roll. What do you think of Mark Henry arm wrestling competition, and should it continue? What do you reckon, Coby?
The segment from Raw, I thought it was just a one-off, but I don't know. It didn't really. The one from Raw, it was just a arm wrestle. Bobby Lashley lost, and that was it. So I don't see how that can advance the storyline. It just doesn't sound interesting. Or you lose arm wrestling, then you have a match with each other. It don't really sound that cool. Yeah,
it's a bit of a trope, isn't it? I remember Braun, and I think it was probably Lashley, actually. Braun and Lashley did it a while ago, about a year ago. And it's something they go back to all the time, once a year. At least this one was quite quick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like over in 10 seconds.
Which was nice. The rest of the show continued, unfortunately. Anne, have you heard about that movie about a time-traveling union, Back to the Future? Very good, Jack. Very good. Jack says Captain Scarlet were class. It was good. We are 5 minutes away from watching the very first WCW Monday Nitro. You got else to add, Coby? Where can people find you, mate? Tell people where people can find you again.
You can find me on YouTube, Coby Talks About Wrestling, and you can find me on Twitter on the Coby Talks About Wrestling, and also Instagram. I've got an Instagram which I started about, which I haven't really done out on it yet. I just started it. So yeah, you can follow me on their platforms.
And you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and OnlyFans. I want OnlyFans, is that the word? It's an adult site. Yeah, you can find us there. I want to sign up to it. Is it just me, or Alfie loves the Retribution storyline? I had a rumour they might be dropping it.
Yeah, I heard a rumour that they could be. Like, I don't know about it. We don't really feel like they're taking over. It's not really ending shows.
The problem is that they don't have a face, so they don't have a motive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if the only thing what we need, the leader, we need like a big star.
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, Roman Reigns, he could be the leader of it. Then to build the members, they could do what the Dark Order did, have them be unknown, and then the lead gets revealed. Brody Lee, do that.
Yeah, and Dark Order were terrible at the start, mate. They were sort of really slow, plodding, and one of the worst things on Dynamite. And now they're getting these awesome stories. Yeah, I think you could have Dijakovic as a leader, which is obviously heavily rumored, and Maya Yim in it and stuff like that. That's quite interesting. But you need to see the faces. Yeah,
Dijakovic, I don't think he's a big enough star, though.
I know what you're saying. But Coby, put him in a program with Keith Lee, right? Have him cost Keith Lee some big match and get another feud between them, because all their matches have been outstanding. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Their takeover Portland match was phenomenal to watch. It was great.
It was, dude. It was. The leader drinks Pepsi. Jack really wants CM Punk to be back in wrestling, basically. Mr. Wrestling Hands, when I look at WC titles, compare them to WWF titles, I like the WCW titles more because of the look of the designs. Even the US title looks more like a world title belt. Certainly, if you compare, I mean, he did compare them to WWF titles, but if you compare them to modern titles, they actually, look like something that means something as opposed to a toy.
Yep.
Alfie says, I heard Ember Moon was one of them. I think there was a big rumor that it was Ember Moon, but I think it was someone else, actually, that was behind the mask.
Mia Yim, I think it was.
It was someone with pink hair at the bottom.
Vanessa Bourne, I think it was.
Maybe. Vanessa Bourne's been one of them. Who knows, Alfie? I mean, basically, they're keeping them all maskless because they don't know themselves yet, so they'll change it up when they want to. Wrestle Story says that they had a rumor that they were going to just be on Raw.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That they're just gonna stay on the Raw.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. Every show with Reigns has no retribution. Indeed, it did for The Fiend. And Mr. Wrestling Hands, it just doesn't make sense that there's no chemistry in the stable. No, because they ain't got any characters yet. They're just all maskless attackers. Dijakovic could become a star if he is the leader. Rock and roll. Guys, we're 3 minutes away from watching WCW. Are you excited, Coby?
I am actually really excited. Like, it's crazy. 25 years ago, this day, this night, the show premiered to start the biggest war in wrestling, the biggest thing to happen in wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Here's another little fact for you, mate. They had so the reason it was called Nitro is because TNT already they were showing action movies on a Monday night, and that was basically called Nitro itself. So that's where the name come from.
Cool.
There you go. I'm sure Jack's got a load of facts because he's got the book. Have you read the book, Coby?
No, I've got the DVDs.
You got the DVD?
I've got the network DVD. With DX
that's the series that was that's on the network.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's like so many good episodes, and they're focusing on different points, don't they? I think Coby's just frozen. We'll wait for his internet to sort itself out. He plugged his internet into his plant pot today. You back, Coby?
Yeah.
Good man. Yeah, no, it's a great series, mate. That.
Internet. I don't know. Maybe I think I've got too much devices next to each other.
That's all right, mate. We'll do what we can. We'll work with what we got. It's all good. It's awesome to have you on the channel. To be perfectly honest, Coby, you're normally in chat. Alfie, yeah. Jax. Sorry, go on, mate.
Thanks for having me on.
Anytime, my dude. Anytime. Jack says it's WWE. They don't think it through. Indeed, they don't. Alfie Big Mac says, I don't know why, but I want them to be Undisputed Era, but with unused wrestlers. Yeah, that'd be great. But the Undisputed Era, when they come and took over, it was really cool and excited. You know?
Yeah.
The Retribution angle is just the same as the Undisputed Era. They came and tore things up. You know, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was thrown together haphazardly. Indeed, it was. Everyone get your devices ready. We're 1 minute away from watching WCW from the 4th September 1995. 25 years ago, Coby!
Can't believe it. Well, I wasn't alive then.
Wasn't alive.
It's pretty cool. It's really cool.
I were a young boy. I had no facial fluff back then. Yeah, rock and roll. I'm really excited to watch this, mate.
Yeah, and it's 45 minutes, better than 3 hours of garbage.
Yeah, I'm doing a SmackDown watch along later on, and I'm like, oh, I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
I was actually angry on Monday, and I've been angry a couple of times, but it's just annoying, you know, especially for us because we have to get up, we're staying up late, expecting something decent.
Yeah, you was angry. I can't expect that from your channel, mate. Rock and roll. So is everyone ready to watch in chat? Give us a thumbs up if you're ready to watch, and we'll do the countdown. I think we're a little bit behind. So rock and roll. So let's just go, shall we, Coby? Are you ready, mate?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got my finger on the button.
On the PlayStation button, using your PlayStation to watch it. You watch your internet go to pot when you play it as well. Rock and roll. So we are going to go in 3. That's how many fingers are 3? 2, 1, play. Cool. So we're seeing the street where the explosion goes off. Are you at the same spot, mate?
Yeah, the explosions, Hogan, Vader.
It looks cool, doesn't it? I mean,
It makes you hype. Better than seeing them play their guitar.
Yeah, man. 90s action is what it's all about. And again, branding with that sort of action TV that was on previously.
Yeah. Mall of America.
And of course, another big change that WCW made was they had Eric Bischoff on commentary.
Yeah.
Someone that sounded very different to every other commentator at the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like JR. No, not JR. It was Jerry Lawler and Vince in this year.
Yeah, but then even on WCW, they had Tony Schiavone, who'd been working in WCW for a long time, and Bobby Heenan, who's one of the best commentators of all time. But Bischoff wanted to make it sound different,
Yeah. And then here comes Heenan, who is so entertaining with whatever he does.
Oh, mate, absolutely. Him and Gorilla are up in heaven at the minute, like just having a good time.
Yeah.
Alfie Big Mac says, I remember watching Adam Cole's debut and I didn't have a clue who he was and I was confused why the commenters were surprised. Yeah, man. What is happening in SmackDown tonight? No idea, but you can come and watch it with us if you want, Alfie. Is that the street in Universal Studios? Is it, mate? I didn't know that. It makes sense. So Bischoff is selling that we're getting Hogan, obviously one of the biggest jumps from WWF to WCW.
Yeah, I believe Raw wasn't on this night.
No, I don't think it was actually. I think that was just lucky.
Yeah, because I was going to watch the Raw before this, but it wasn't on.
Yeah,
and obviously capitalised on that, especially Bischoff did, and had big star Hogan, Flair, Sting, and Luger going to come onto it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, appealing to a different audience,
Yeah.
And this isn't the best match they ever had. Was it Super Brawl 20 they had a match that's really good?
I don't know, because I need to really watch a lot of WCW.
Well, Liger and Pillman had a couple of matches, and I think that the slightly better one was at Super Brawl 20. You'd have to let me know in chat. Still there. No Raw that night too. Yeah, that's it. So this killed it in the ratings, yeah. But it wasn't like they just took over WWF straight away at this point. It was a slow burning thing. I mean, but it was offering a different product to what the WWF was. And actually, I mean, you look at it now, and it was quite cartoony, even when you compare it to products nowadays.
Yeah.
You've still got Hulk Hogan there. You've still got a Justin Liger who looks like a Power Ranger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got like these cartoony characters.
But the difference is they're actually sort of wrestling,
Yeah. And, Pillman, Brian Pillman was a really underrated wrestler.
He was. Well, his WWF run wasn't that great, to be honest. It was he was injured for a lot of it, and
car accident, I believe it was.
Oh, what? Sorry,
I believe it was a car accident.
Was it? Right, cool. I can't remember.
And then he had this story at Foundation, and then it was this just really bad storyline with Goldust.
Yeah. Yeah, Pillman was a great star, but like I say, I think after the injury, I think he was changed actually, and I don't know if we got any great matches out of him after the injury. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like his story, having like cancer in his throat and overcoming that, and being told he can't do much sports, then becoming a wrestler. It's a great story.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Alfie asks, what's the next pay-per-view? All Out. In COVID era, maybe more shows in malls. I don't think that's going to happen, Jack.
Masks. There'll be a lot of masks.
There would be, yeah. So obviously Bischoff and Heenan are selling every Monday will be here. I mean, a massive risk to go directly against WWF at the time.
Yeah.
But
Massive.
it worked.
It's like it's a gamble.
It was. It was. Again, this is sort of your fast-paced action that it's not. It don't look fast anymore compared to what we get these days. But at the time, this was very fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was step up from the Hogan, the slam, the big boo, the poses.
Yeah, the sort of powerhouse and striker eras that we had.
Yeah.
There we go.
But in this style, you'll have it in every single match you see today.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a lot faster at pace, apart from the Bubba and Hulk match. That was a nice surfboard there, again, a dynamic, interesting move that wasn't done on WWF a lot, and obviously Muta had the Japanese, Liger had the Japanese style,
Yeah, believe he's just retired, in the last year.
He has, mate, yeah, he has.
And I remember him fighting Tyler Breeze at TakeOver.
He did, yeah. He did bring him into NXT for that briefly. Yeah. I want WWE to make Aleister Black someone like Kofi in his story. That'd be interesting, Alfie. Inspirational, Brian is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Bloke cosplaying as Hogan in the front row. I can see a couple of bandanas and a Metallica t-shirt. Nice. I mean, stuff like apron spots like that, mate, it just wasn't done that often back then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like him going up to the top rope.
Yeah.
I think Shawn Michaels was the one who was really doing this back then.
Yeah, the crossbody, maybe Macho.
Macho, 1, 2, 3 Kid, as he was the X-Pac.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? Just set up a wrestling ring in a mall.
I know.
You can't imagine it, can you, in Princess Key, down the road?
No, that. They could have do that there, in the middle.
In the middle.
I was in Hull at Christmas time. I remember seeing him a big Christmas Santa parade down the bottom of it, but everyone on top looking.
Yeah, they could do something like that. You'd be better off doing it in Sheffield or something like that, though.
Yeah, somewhere bigger.
Nice drop kick, man, from the... Oh, kick out. And what do you think of the refs' outfits, mate?
Very classical.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the right move, actually. I think they look a bit... old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, mate. Maybe you could argue it's boxing. Obviously not modern boxing, but older boxing, yeah. Oh, aye, there's the Hulk guy. Yeah. He was at a couple of the WCW shows that I remember. Gregory Jackson says, Jack McMorrow, have you seen them drive-in wrestling shows that have been happening? Booker T promotion have been doing them, and some Mexican promotions as well. Have you seen any of them, Coby?
No.
No,
I know that some companies are doing some.
No, I ain't seen them, mate. That's really interesting, dude. Alfie Big Mac sends a love heart with a Wi-Fi emoji. Don't know what that means. Jack says Atlanta Falcons share. It's Xavier Woods' birthday today. Happy birthday, Xavier Woods. Gregory Jackson, not seen them, worth checking it out. Old school refs, indeed. A lot of head scissor takedowns from the top rope.
Yeah, I think they were trying to really show this is the new style of wrestling.
Yeah.
I wonder how much this costs to do a show in the Mall of America.
Oh, Brian Pillman gets a pin. Huzzah!
Yeah.
Awesome. The one thing I'd say about that match is there wasn't really a heel dynamic, would you say?
No, that's what wrestling is. I don't like when people say they need to be like dynamic, non-babyface, non-heel, just who they are. But wrestling was built on good guy versus bad guy.
Yeah. It adds heat to a match. You can get behind someone, but I wasn't against Justin then. Do you know what I mean? Jushin.
Yeah. Now they should have had a heel versus babyface.
Yeah, I would have said so. I mean, the other matches do, but this one didn't. But
yeah, because as an audience, you don't know who to root for.
Yeah, and the problem is with that style of wrestling, that sort of luchador high flying style, there's a lot more faces that do that at the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A really quick promo from Sting there. You're massive again. I'll just shrink you down.
Yeah, I think that match is for the United States Championship.
Which one?
The Sting versus Flair match.
Yeah, I think it was, mate. Yeah, it's a very quick promo from Sting. You know, no messing about.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, Sting was like a mid carder at this point. He wasn't like a main eventer at all. Which is mad.
No.
Oh, here we go. Oh my. Pasta Mania, brother. What's on the boards? I mean, Hulkamania is better than Pasta Mania, right?
Yeah, it's probably product for him.
Pasta Mania, brother. Pasta Mania.
I love it.
He's got Pasta Mania running through his veins. He has carbs running through his veins. I wonder if he ever ate there. I bet he didn't.
No.
You can see the line of microwaves in the back. Pasta Maniacs, wow. It's weird, isn't it? Because it doesn't fit in with the new direction of WCW at this point, you know?
No. But Hulk Hogan probably is the biggest wrestler of all time, or second biggest.
Yeah, man, it was the draw, mate. It was the draw, you know? He didn't have to change. In fact, I'm very surprised he did change. And it was for the better, you know? It was the right time with the NWO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here he is, Flair. Woo! Looking $1 billion. Let's go through some comments. We must ask, what bar is Justin Liger? Indeed. It's a way of paying crowds in. What is the Mall of America? Well, the part of the thing of it being at the Mall of America is they didn't have to pay. They just showed up and was on TV, and it made the TV show look great, you know? Like, oh, this is a new thing.
Yeah.
with the escalators going up. Oh, right. Oh, sorry, Gregory. You're talking about getting paying crowds into the driving matches. Yeah, it's a great idea. Sting looks $1,000,000 as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of sparkle. Good lengthy match. Yeah, the matches don't feel too long or too short actually in this event. And Gout is better than Pastamania. Wow, fair enough. If you if you want to see a drive-in wrestling show, check out Reality of Wrestling. They uploaded one on their YouTube channel 5 days ago. Thanks so much, Gregory. I'll check it out, mate. Screenshot that.
Oh, there he is.
So that's like a turtleneck shirt, right?
He doesn't look badass, with all his muscles.
It doesn't, mate. It doesn't. With his mullet. Mind you, Luger is another guy, a bit like Pillman, who never really WWF. He didn't really do that much, Well, he did, but he never had any great matches.
No.
His good stuff was in WCW, like early WCW.
Yes, teaming with Sting.
Yeah. He actually, Eric Bischoff, because it was Sting that was trying to get him back, you see. And Eric Bischoff offered him $100,000 contract, thinking, he'll turn that down. Because Eric Bischoff didn't really rate Lex Luger. And basically, he accepted it, and Eric Bischoff was real surprised.
Yeah. I really like his narcissist character.
Yeah, I like the character. It's just the matches that were real poor. Have you seen the match with him and... Go on.
Sorry.
No, go on.
They really make him like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, they tried to do Hulk Hogan 2.0, yeah. But his narcissist character was the best stuff he was doing in WWF.
Mm-hmm.
Full press body slam, Ric Flair's doing Ric Flair. And another slam. You can actually tell them rings are a lot harder as well than they are nowadays.
Yeah.
Flair was so good at bumping, man.
Oh, it's great.
From the little things where he was like breaking his fall with his arm and stuff, like really clever stuff, man. Really. I always thought Flair needed fancier trunks, though.
Yeah, they were always just one colour.
Yeah.
And not
like a diaper. He's like a tanned man in a diaper.
Pretty much.
Hogan's shirt looks familiar. Pastamania, brother. Sting's shirt hurts my eyes, dude. It was proper blinging off all the lights. It was that was crystaled up to hell. What the devil is that shirt? I don't know which one you're on about. Lex's good run was 93. After that, he was just spinning his wheels. He still looks great now. He looks. Have you seen a photo of Lex Luger recently?
No.
Oh, dude, he's lost all of his muscle. He's real thin and frail. It's real weird.
Oh.
Sting staying on top in this match.
Yeah, Hogan looks really skinny at this point.
He did, yeah.
Compared to what he was like 3 years prior, before this, he was ginormous. But now he's like, he's still got muscle, but he's skinny.
Yeah. Probably off the steroids for a little bit. Probably due to some movies, I'd assume.
Oh, the steroid trial.
Yeah, maybe so. Jack says, that rings tiny. Only 16 foot by 16 foot. WWF used 20 foot by 20. Didn't know that, mate. Yeah, I suppose it does look tiny, actually, when you look at the size of the wrestlers in it.
Yeah, every wrestler was over 6 foot.
Yeah, well, yeah. Ric Flair's selling, man.
It's classic. It's golden.
He is. It's just, you know, you can have a match where he gets beat up and, you know, he does one move and then just gets beat up again, and it's so entertaining. So they're going into a break, obviously, and they've slowed the action right down to fill out that time for the break. What's the point in working during the break?
Yeah. I love the commentary for this show. They really just excitement for everything.
Oh, mate, I'm a massive fan of Shivani, especially in this era.
Yeah. Even Bischoff was good.
He doesn't get enough credit as a commentator, I don't think. But
No.
I suspect that's because of later on, he started to make it all about him, as opposed to the in-ring action. Because he become a massive character. Oh, the Enforcer's here. It's on.
Probably the best spine buster.
Oh, absolutely. Ever. And that splash had a lot of hype from Sting as well.
Yeah, that was.
Do you listen to the Arn show, Coby?
Yeah. I've seen the video of the show of when that blind girl.
Yeah, it's a nice video that I shared that on Twitter, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, it's a real nice story, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, Arn had a caller call in who was a blind wrestling fan, and she was talking to Arn. Oh wow, that apron bump! She was talking to Arn about how she really appreciates him because she could make him see the promo, even though she can't see. And was saying thank you to him, and Anne basically said, no, thank you, you've really touched me, and next time we're doing a show near you, we'll get someone to pick you up and you'll be my guest at the next show, which was real nice.
That is. I also got followed by John Cena today on Twitter.
John Cena?
Yeah.
Well, I looked through your friend list and I can't see him. That was bad, alright, mate. Alright. Well done. Well played.
I know, I got the notification.
But is it actually verified, John Cena?
Yeah, the 12 million followed account.
What? Well played, dude. Good for you, mate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, like, they've got high flying, they've got technical, they've got sort of feats of strength, you know, with the gorilla presses. That's why these matches were so good, because there was such a variety of wrestling in the matches.
Absolutely. Soft up.
Yeah, man. And Ric Flair's selling it, unlike these days when they do a superplex and they're back up on the feet in 2 seconds. That's one thing I really hate. Sorry, go on.
I love selling. It brings so much to the match.
Oh, of course it does, mate. Of course it does. Slow it down a bit. Sting was distracted by the Enforcer. Jack says Hogan was only just starting back on the gas at the time, was he? Right. Jack says Ric Flair can sell snow to an Eskimo. Woo! And Jack doesn't like my dad jokes. Well, you know what, Jack? Bog off.
I won't get one free.
Yeah, I mean, that don't work. But I thought I'd try and use a term that the kids use, and I've just realised it's buy one, get one free. Oh, and Anderson's coming in. And they're throwing out the ring bell. Ric Flair's got the figure 4. He was using the ropes. Oh, he's going after Flair. He's going after Flair.
Got his jacket off.
Oh!
Right hand.
Going at each other. Mate, if you want to watch some good wrestling, watch the Brainbusters from the WWF. They were so underrated, mate.
What was that, like 92, 93?
It probably, yeah. Yeah, probably about that time. Like, every one of the matches is like, it's similar to like a good Revival match, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I really like the Revival. I'm a big fan of FTR or Revival.
Yeah, me too, mate. I want to see more from it. I'm really looking forward to the pay-per-view match. Really looking forward to it. Who's pushing Bischoff? What's going off here?
Oh, let me have a look at the timestamps. It's someone called Scott Norton.
Scott Norton. There we go.
Oh, there's Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah. There we go, going in the ring. Obviously, this match shouldn't happen, I don't think. But it's all that sort of story building in really short amount of time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like an hour. I think like they only had like 5 pay-per-views a year, which helped. So they had like 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks of build to pay-per-view, better than a 3 week build, 3 hours.
That's right. And it wasn't just like a pay-per-view for the sake of having a pay-per-view. It'd build up to something, you know, like it wasn't like Hell in a Cell. Or at this point, I mean, look, WCW turned absolutely awful as well.
Yeah. Later on down the years, but when they like the first year or two, when the war started, it was great television.
Oh, absolutely. It was like about 3 years, 3 or 4 years, mate. But it all started going to
Yeah.
hell.
It looks like Sabu's joining WCW.
Indeed.
I met him a couple of years ago.
Oh, did you? Where did you meet him, mate?
Um, some sort of wrestling show,
Oh, rock and
and
roll.
he was a cool guy. He was cool.
Nice, man.
Yeah. There's Mean Gene.
The voice of wrestling, man.
Yes.
So that's another interesting thing about the show. It wasn't like majorly advertised. It wasn't like a big deal. The only thing that they'd really advertised was the Harley Davidson giveaway.
Yeah.
And they were obviously moving from Saturday, which has always been a wrestling night, to Monday. You know? Only Ant membership keeps me here. Good, Jack. Good. It's cheaper than the Only Ant membership. Gregory Jackson said, FTR are the modern day brainbusters. That's why I'm very happy seeing Tully managing them now. You wait till you get Arn managing them as well, mate. It's going to be awesome. And not just that, you're not just getting the modern day brainbusters. They look like they're doing the Four Horsemen, man, again. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Fall Brawl this Saturday. Very cool. I mean,
We're going to be watching All Out.
We're going to be watching All Out. Indeed we are, man. Indeed we are. So come and join us for that if you want to join us. We'll be watching it with a Wrestle Story this week. I've got an awesome debut of it's IRS.
Yeah, V Kid Wall Street.
It's IRS with a Ted DiBiase gimmick.
Yeah.
Mr. Wall Street. So Michael Wallstream is the Fiend's father. Is that kayfabe?
Fourth wall broken.
Fourth wall broken. So in terms of production, like this is 95. I mean, this is a difficult production to get. I mean, they've got their own lighting there. They've got WCW gobos in the lighting and stuff, and that's not easy to do in a place that's not a theater or a venue built for shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like they have to have security there, probably extra security. Mall of America is ginormous. There's, I would say, a couple hundred fans, maybe 1,000 fans there.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
There he is. There's the big attraction.
And there's the music. Couldn't use the Real American.
No. I think Macho Man was just, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was about it.
I mean, what a stat card! What? I mean, it's great, isn't it? You've got some good wrestling at the start. You've got the best match, in my opinion, which is a Sting and Flair match, which is just watching them work is just brilliant all the time. Even though that is nowhere near the best match, but they're just so watchable. And then you've got the big superstar, you know.
Yeah, and I can't believe this is the main event of the show already.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's gone very quick with this watch along.
It is Bo Dallas's father, it is. Thank you all so much for joining us for this. And if you're watching this in the future, like, I hope you've enjoyed watching it with us. And, you know, we've both seen it before, but it's just fun, man. It's just fun to rewatch. Celebrating 25 years.
Yeah, today.
Hogan's hair, man. What is that hairline?
Hogan is such an iconic image. I would guarantee you everybody knows who Hogan is.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Obviously, Big Bubba, at this time, he was going through different gimmicks. He didn't really have a gimmick. He was trying to find what he was going to become. Because he couldn't obviously do the police officer directly, but, you know, it worked for him. It's a problem.
Hogan's a bit quick for this one.
I mean, he's not going to do much because he's Hogan. Again, he does look like he's wearing a diaper. No, it's true. He's also Bo Dallas's dad. Believe that. And Barry Windham's sister is their mother. Eh? Really?
No.
Didn't know that. Hogan really didn't need the belt. WCW kind of revolves around him. Yeah. Hogan never needed the belt, but he wanted the belt.
Yeah, and this is like the start, so they need someone big for the title holder.
Yeah.
Hogan, and what?
He goes on all your marketing and stuff like that. It's you know.
Yeah.
He's the person that gets the eyes in. I mean, these two had some alright matches in WWF. But again, the problem with all Hogan is he'd never put anyone else over.
No.
The one that always really disappointed me was Earthquake John Tenter, who was brilliant. He was a really good big guy at the time. And he had his first feud with Hogan, which was really exciting. He injured Hogan for a long time by teabagging him. Say again, mate.
I think it was a storyline. It was his ribs, which was injured.
That's right, yeah. It was so he could go make a movie. But like I say, unfortunately, he didn't let him run with that, which is sad.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Hart's outfits were always awesome as well, dude.
Yeah.
Big boots.
Big sell.
Yeah. God, it's boring, Coby. I hate Hogan matches.
It's good for if you're in the crowd.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, when you're watching it live, I don't mind, but when it's like you're watching it a couple of times after, it gets boring.
Why did the ref just pull Hogan's hair off him?
Mm-hmm.
It's just
The
weird.
rules are different back here at this time.
It's bizarre. I'll tell you what it is, Coby. It's a way of getting Hogan on the losing side without him having to lose. So it's just weird. It's just weird. I hate Hogan matches. Wrestle Story saying Hogan is the best. I know you love Hogan, Mr. G. I know you love Hogan. Mr. G loves a man in a yellow diaper. First time I'm watching the full show, not just the clips. Oh, well, pleased you're doing it with a Jack. Wonder if everyone in the mall new Nitro was being filmed. You can't really close all those shops. No, I think a lot of people won't have known it was filmed. A lot of people are just going about the normal business. You know, there'll have been seats there and people will have gone and sat in them. And...
Yeah.
Come here, you'll be able to watch Hulk Hogan. Selling point.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, say again, Coby. You broke up, mate.
You'll be able to watch Hulk Hogan for free as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, if they did have to pay, you can just sit up top, watch from the top.
I don't know if this is true, but I think it's true. I don't think Hogan ever wrestled in the WWF in the UK. I think that's a true fact. I need to check that, don't I? Watch 5 Hogan matches and HBK versus Hogan SummerSlam 2005, and you've seen them all, yeah. Wrestle Story, enjoy my diaper remark.
Didn't he? No, maybe he didn't fight at SummerSlam '92.
No, he didn't. No, it was the title match was Warrior and Macho Man, and then obviously the main event of Bret and Bulldog.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hulking up. He's hulking up.
No.
Oh, he's raging. He's raging. He's going steroid wild, Coby.
I love them building him up like he's some indestructible superhero.
Big boot.
Here we go. 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I've seen that Hogan match before. It's the same as every other Hogan match.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fine. It was.
I think his longest one was against Warrior.
Yeah, man. I mean, the interesting thing about the Warrior one is it was something different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, champion versus champion, babyface versus babyface.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's lost at Mania.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Kamala, who passed away about 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Now, he was a seller, mate.
Yeah.
There's John Tentner as the Shark.
Yeah. Oh, there's Luger.
Lex Luger.
I love this. Boom. Turn around. They both go for each other.
Warrior and Sting come to... Warrior and Sting, Jesus. Sting and Macho come to calm him down. Jimmy Hart just dances around.
Yeah. What a way this would have been to bring people back watching.
Yeah.
These... You could possibly get Luger versus Hogan, Randy Savage versus Hogan against Sting. Sting and Luger.
Where the big boys play, there's a sign in the background. That was part of their advertising.
Yeah, their tagline.
Yeah.
And WF, the new generation.
Yeah. Coming up, more Nitro. What do we get now? I can't remember.
I think we get Bischoff in the ring with them.
Oh, do we? Oh, setting up for the next match, yeah. So no Vader in this. Vader. It would have been nice to have had Vader in the opening event.
Actually, I think this is a fact that Vader was in the opening, but he left the company a week before.
That's right. He did, yeah.
And they didn't have time to change it.
No. Fall Brawl War Games. Oh, shooting at the company, Coby.
Yeah.
That's funny because Hogan was going to try and cut him off, and Lex clearly had that note to hit. Beautiful belt, Coby.
It is. I want to get the replica.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Cost you too much, mate.
It is like £400.
Oh, it's a long promo.
Yeah.
The steroids are sweating out of Hogan. But you're right, he looks smaller.
What a way to make people excited.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Look, we really don't have many people like that anymore.
No, you're right. And, you know, that's a 40-minute show, and it's sort of a great example of how you can do so much with a small amount of time. And the only show that's really done that in the past sort of few years has been NXT, when they were an hour-long show, and they were putting on some really entertaining shows.
Absolutely, yeah.
It still feels like a bit of a wet fart to end it, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel it could have been done a bit better this last 5 minutes.
Yeah. Bit messy.
Yeah. We've got a dog dressed as a devil.
Yeah, and a lot of his shows ended with the commentators.
Yeah, yeah. Well played, Eric Bischoff. Well played, WCW. An entertaining show, Coby.
Yeah, there we go. Like 45 minutes, it got your attention. You watched everything, and this is what WWE should do right now. They're 3 hours. They should build each hour up.
Yeah, well, I mean, this whole Raw Underground thing was quite an interesting idea, and but like instead of it being its own actual thing, they're just sort of throwing it in as segments, a bit like the 24/7 Championship or what Retribution is becoming now, as opposed to. I think it'd be a really good way to split off that 3-hour slog and do something different.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. Let me go to your comments. He's retired in 90s WWF over here. He did. He went at SummerSlam. He did. I'm sure he was at the Rumble at the Royal Albert Hall. Forgot which year it was. I could be wrong, though. Not certain. I don't think Hogan was ever in a Rumble at I don't think a Rumble was ever in England, was it?
No. I think the only Big 4 pay-per-view was the SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think so. He's certainly been with. His last appearance was in TNA. He did a TNA show across here in the UK, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know where I remember that from. Hogan looks like a purse. Indeed, he does. I get calmed down by Randy Savage when I'm raging all the time. There's no one better I'd prefer to be calmed down by. WCW belt is a visual orgasm. Whatever floats your boat. Most Hogan matches are as long. It was quite a long match, and I respect him for that, actually, because it's nice to see him wet, but it was still the same crap. What's with the dog? What? Oh, the dog with the devil suit? No idea, man. You have any idea, Coby?
No, I'm sure that commentator had like the dog is dressed up sometimes like a robot.
Wow. There we go. Red says, Hola, Red. Lovely to see you. How are you, my friend? What up, Jack? Red's on your channel as well, isn't he, Coby?
Yeah, he comments on a lot of people.
He's a busy dude. Raw would be better as an hour of NXT and then 2 hours of Raw. Yeah. Yeah, I could go with that. Yeah, we've got so much wrestling at the minute. Like it's hard to sort of keep up with everything, and yeah, that'd be an interesting way to deal with it. Red says he's good. It's awesome, been awesome having everyone in chat. Should we talk a little bit about? Do you want to? Is there anything else we want to touch on with WCW?
No, I think we'll leave it there.
Rock and roll. Well, everyone in chat, it's been awesome having you. Thank you so much. And please go check out Coby Talks About Wrestling. He's got his YouTube channel is in the description as well as his Twitter. He does really short reviews. Red will tell you it's awesome. And, you know, he's a good lad and he's working hard to get subscribers. So go send him some love and try and get him up that subscriber count.
Please.
Rock and roll. I'll else have to say you can sign us out, Coby. How about
that? Alright. Alright, so what we do on the channel.
Oh, here he goes. He's doing the Dom thing. No, this isn't what we do on the channel. This is what Dom does. God. Go on.
I will count down 3, 2, 1. Then we say get the whole yeah. Then we'll say goodbye. Sign off.
Go on then, you corny bugger.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this is Raven, and thanks for listening to the Gimme a Whole Yeah Wrestling Podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore.